Hi, welcome back to Between the Baobabs. This is where life slows down just a little. So grab a glass of something good and sit with us while we dive into our next episode, which is all about Francesca and Joschka's wedding. So, I'm going to welcome back Joschka here, who has been with us. Joschka, how are you doing?
Hi, happy to be back.
Yeah,
Joschka's doing okay.
he's doing okay.
Yeah.
She asked how you're doing.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm doing all right. A little bit hungover. Let's see how this goes.
That
Should be fine.
Okay.
We are officially that couple that does everything with our cats and talks about our cats nonstop. So this morning, Joschka looks at me and he's like, "Oh my god, there's this thing I want to try with the cats. Go get one of the cats and I'm gonna put a YouTube video on." And he puts like a YouTube video on of this roller coaster simulator with all these cats like climbing on the roller coaster and everything. And we just each took turns holding one of the cats just in front of the television so that they felt that they were on the roller coaster, and it was very.
They really enjoyed it.
They really
Can highly recommend this to anyone with cats.
Yeah, genuinely.
Go
it's very
treat your
enriching.
cats to AI slop.
Yeah,
They like it too.
they do like it.
Their
And it was
version
really
of
cute
doom
'cause
scrolling.
every time like a cat would disappear outside of the screen, Dio would like look behind, and he kept trying to like reach over the screen to see like where the cats had gone. So it was very cute. How has your week been though, Anna?
My week's been good, very chilled-ish. You know, work is work. The
Yeah.
usual 4 o'clock mornings from time to time. Yeah.
You're not getting a lot of sympathy from me.
No,
Still want to trade places.
I don't.
No.
I'm quite happy
It's
with
so
my
much nicer
place.
waking up early when you're in the bush.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with where
Well,
I'm
differently, you're in the bush.
Yeah.
That's all the argument you really need versus Frankfurt rainy indoor desk. Bush wins.
at.
Bush
Yeah,
definitely wins.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with that.
So,
Yeah,
no.
I'm quite.
No, that's why we're here, right? To talk about the bush.
Yeah, exactly. Earlier we had a friend over and he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, we're going to record another, podcast episode. And he was like, do you do this just because like it's your missing home therapy? And I was like, yeah, pretty much.
Just to remind us where we come from.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
genuinely does just feel like a chat, like sundowners and just catching up. So, yeah.
It does. And I mean, of course, my laugh has to remind you a bit of a hyena from time to time.
Yes.
It does. I've learned my laugh does this cackly thing these days. It's a new thing. It wasn't always like this,
Really?
okay? It's just gotten worse with
Cackly,
age.
that is the word for it.
Yes.
So yesterday, to deal with the hangover, we went to the spa, and I found the echo spot in the middle of the pool, and it's really awkward because you hear it and it echoes everywhere. It's like a dome, right, above it, and so when you speak in just the right spot, it echoes into every corner of that
Really?
room, and I think everyone can hear whatever the you whisper.
Oh!
Yeah. It's a little bit worrying.
That is so
and then obviously it was
creepy.
funny, so I laughed. And then the laugh echoes, and then it gets funny, and it's like one of those vicious cycles where you have to quickly swim away to be out of this echo. So I just had to think about it, because I think my laugh also like terrorized people that were trying to relax yesterday. But it was just too funny.
He was also there with very funny people,
No.
so I can imagine that must have been quite funny because the spa.
Yeah.
The whole spa is funny because...
I don't think you've explained it to Anna. The spa.
Well,
Nudity. Just think nudity.
okay, so it's
Nudity. Wait.
German
wait.
spa works like
So-
that. It's called textilfrei, which
Innocent
means
people.
no one wears any clothes, right? So you wrap around, of course, with
Okay.
a towel and whatnot. But yeah, you see everyone's everything. But it's kind of weird because everyone's naked. You don't care anymore. No one cares. And you'll enter a sauna and there'll be 30 naked people in there. Yeah. Some more, some less exposed, some smart with how they wrap the towel around. But anyways, it's just all kind of funny.
Yeah.
All kinds of naked, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, no, you enter into the sauna, so it's supposed to be relaxing, so everyone's quiet and silently, people having quiet discussions. And me and the boys entered into the sauna, and there were 3 other men there, and they're like, are you guys together? Do you guys want to chat, or do we have to all be silent? I said, nah, it's cool, we can chat. And they were really happy, like, yeah, okay, great, because we also kind of wanted to just chat and not take it so seriously. But there's some people that take sauna life real seriously. There's also a few regulars there that I swear live at the gym. Yeah, that are always there. But anyways, it's relaxing.
Oh.
And we've now decided it's a pretty good way to deal with a hangover. Because they have like a sleeping room where everybody just naps next to a fireplace.
Are they also naked?
Not a bad deal.
No, not the ones in the nap place. So the swimming area, like the swimming pool, you wear a swimsuit. It's only in the sauna area where you don't. And you know, it's funny. At first, it was a bit of like a weird thing for me to get used to, but actually I get it now because, so like for example in the UK, you go to a sauna and you wear your swimsuit. But I feel like it's actually just not so hygienic to have your swimsuit on while you're just like sitting there in a sauna and then going into the there's like an ice bath and then you go back to the sauna and then the ice bath is like
you can shower, but you're not going to get all your sweat out of your
swimsuit.
Clothes.
And then you go back and when you're going into I think it keeps the sauna more hygienic than it would be if you had a swimsuit on.
You constantly shower, right? So you go into the sauna, then you shower, then you go into the sauna, but that way you get rid of all your sweat. But if you're wearing
that way you know
bathing shorts,
things are
you're carrying that sweat around and putting it everywhere. That would be a little bit grim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
So,
away from nudity, let's talk about other things.
Wedding.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, wedding. Let's talk about closed situations.
Closed situation. Well, okay.
Yes.
I mean, okay, mind you, right? So I figured maybe we just talk a little bit about because we'll get to clothes, because I think wedding dress is a whole topic.
Yes,
right?
It's a whole topic. And rightfully so.
Maybe just for some quick context to all of your listeners. Cheska and I celebrated our wedding 2 times. So in Germany, you celebrate your civil wedding. Typically a small little family affair. You go to a Bürgeramt, a little ministry, and somebody reads you a little text. And then you exchange rings. And then that's it. You sign a contract. Right? And as of that moment, you are legally married. And because we knew we wanted to do this wedding in Africa, and we knew we couldn't ask everyone to go there, we decided to make this a really big thing. And so we did a big party with 120 people, low budget. Yeah, we did it at my fraternity. Lots of alcohol, way too much alcohol. I had to buy more alcohol throughout the night from the frat, because the alcohol we had supplied was really running out quickly. And we had a buffet, and everyone had a good time, and everybody said that was fantastic, had a good time. And it's exactly what we wanted it to be, like a real celebration with dancing, with everything, because these are all the things you can't do in the bush, right? Not properly, at least. And so I think we did it good in having that one wedding where we could celebrate with all of our friends, with lots of different people, and share that.
Excuse me.
I was just
not
gonna
all
say,
of
it was
your
sad
friends.
not to have Anna there, though.
Yeah, but that's why she got to come to the Africa one. So you can't have 2 weddings and invite the same people to both all the time.
That was one thing that we did notice, is that it was only a select few people that made it to both.
Yeah,
but
not
that
was the idea.
Could come to both. So
but that would be unreasonable.
Yeah.
Mind you, I think all of our weddings were unreasonable, but
all of them.
I said it at both weddings. I feel really quite blessed that we have such good friends, both on your side and on my side, and our shared ones.
Yeah.
That, I mean, technically speaking, even our Germany one was essentially a destination wedding, because a bunch of people had to fly in, get hotels, etc.
the people definitely make a wedding or break a wedding.
Yeah.
And our guests definitely made both weddings. But it's funny because obviously there was the Standesamt Hochzeit, so that's the civil ceremony, right? Yeah. And we had to, the whole thing was in German, and I'd been learning German, so like I knew what the lady was saying. But it was just really funny because she asked me to, when it got to the signing bit.
Oh, you're so traumatized by this.
I am so traumatized by it. Like, I will never let this go. But she said to me, here, like, to write my Geburtsname. And that means your birth name. I thought she said mein Geburtsdatum, which means your birth date. So I started writing, like, in really pretty letters, like, 27th. June, Juni, because that's how you say June. And then she was like, nein, dein Geburtsname. And I was like, I just like scribbled it out, and obviously it was fine in the end, but like I don't know why I just let that dominate my mind after. I was like, how could you be so silly? And then the best part was afterwards when I was laughing, telling people about it. They were like, what? You never practiced your surname? Like your new signature with your new surname?
I wouldn't have thought of this.
Hey?
I wouldn't have thought of this.
I know, exactly. Yeah. But apparently it's a thing people do before, especially girls, before they get married. They like practice their new signature with their new surname. And I wasn't that level. That was the first time I'd ever signed with my new surname.
Okay, and I think this is maybe the benefit
girls
of doing
also
two weddings.
Just saying.
Sorry?
This, girls tend to actually do this before there's even an engagement ring. They tend to do the
oh Lord!
before there's even a first date.
That is
this
so
happens
funny.
before first dates, even before they even when you just see a man and you're like, "What's his surname? Will it sound pretty with mine?" I think it matches. I think it will do well, and I think we'll have pretty babies. This happens.
Okay, to be fair, I think that definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does happen.
I like our version, where we completely forgot this was part of it.
Yeah.
But okay, look, that doesn't.
It's good that we had two weddings because that way we could kind of.
We didn't learn anything. No, we're very bad at applying any lessons learned. But okay, what was fun, right? We got to do two very different weddings. We won't spend too much time on the German one because it's an African bush podcast, not. But what was kind of cool, you asked about clothing, right? And I think what was really quite cool is you got to wear your mom's wedding dress, which happened to be a more shorter, party-like wedding dress.
It was like a little white cocktail dress.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, like lacing, and I mean, you'll have seen it in the pictures. So that was perfect because literally
it fit the vibe.
The holiday before, when I was in Malawi, Zambia, I'd actually previously bought another dress specifically for the civil ceremony and the party afterwards, because I forgot about my mum's dress, right? But obviously when I was home, I was still sorting through her things. It was definitely still a difficult time, like going through someone's belongings definitely brings back lots of memories. So it was just, and I just remember Joschka was there too, actually. It was in the garden on the farm, in one of the rooms. Like, I was just taking out everything into the garden because it was easier to sort through things, and I found her wedding dress, and I genuinely I was just suddenly so excited. I literally just threw it on, and it fit me perfectly.
It did fit perfectly.
And I was like, Joschka, I'm wearing this one. Like, this is the one I'm wearing for Marburg. And I was just like, it wasn't even planned, you know? It was just like, I found it in her things, and yeah. And
you know, like, really, it fit the vibe. It fit exactly what we wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
So I think that was kind of cool, right? That worked out already for that one. And then...
it was really sweet because my Aunt Claire, bought that one for my mom when...
Did she?
Yeah. And so then when Claire came to see me and Misha when we were getting ready before we went to the courthouse? Not the courthouse, the state the office where you sign the papers before you went up.
Yeah.
She actually burst into tears because she remembered the dress so well that she got for my mom. So yeah, it was very emotional.
That's so
but
sweet.
It's just special how things can still carry memories and meaning.
Okay, and then talking about the Africa wedding.
Yeah.
Claire bought you that dress for the Africa wedding.
Yeah.
And I remember this was a huge topic because, so you're thinking about, so okay, because I do the photography, right? So I'm always thinking of, okay, like what would I want to do with the photos? How are we going to like decorate the whole lodge? Funnily enough, friends of ours celebrated their bush wedding 2 weeks before us. And so obviously throughout the year, we're kind of exchanging ideas a little bit, who wants to do what, and what are they doing. And the general consensus was, well, you probably don't need to do much because being in the bush is going to be so special already that you don't need to do too much with decorations and so on.
Yeah.
And then the question is, okay, well, do you actually do a proper big white dress in the African bush, or do you maybe do a green dress? I don't know. There's more like, or I think the last 2 years, or at least when we were doing the wedding, like planning and research, seemed that the big white dress isn't as popular anymore. I don't know. Suddenly people were getting married in different things
so
as well.
the thing is, I still wanted a white dress, but I didn't want it to be that big white floral lace everything. I didn't want the big princess look.
Looking at a picture
Cinderella.
right now on the desk, and it's floral lace.
That's not what I mean. I mean like
not heavy.
You don't
Not
want the
heavy.
ball gown. You
Because
don't
it
want
was-
the
exactly.
yeah.
Because it would just be very hot as well and very impractical. Unpractical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Impractical.
Impractical.
In the bush. So like
You wouldn't
I
be
remember
floating.
yeah.
You would snag
and it's-
more than a fishing line in
Oh
in
my
reeds.
goodness. More than a fishing line, more than a few tsetse flies. Actually, I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
did have a few tsetse flies in my train. But it's funny because when I imagined what dress I wanted, I really just thought a very simple velvety material, just one material, one layer, like something very simple and timeless. But then when I tried on the different wedding dresses with Misha and my Auntie Claire and Olivia, they're the ones that took me wedding dress shopping. Oh, and my grandparents got to join at one outing that we did as well, which was really special. But I obviously tried this dress on and I was kind of just set on it. I just thought, okay, this is the one. And I actually think that when people saw me walking down the aisle, I think that they were quite shocked that my train, like this beautiful, not white, it's like a cream white. It's like dragging in the dirt.
I don't think anyone was shocked.
Not shocked, but I do know that one of my aunts was like, oh my goodness, like, gosh, it's really... But I actually did plan that because I was like, yeah, it's going to get dirty, but it's my dress and it's going to... and I'll wash it, of course.
Yep.
More or less, you also ideally only wear it once in your life.
Yeah.
And exactly, then if in 30 years you want to give it to your daughter,
Yeah.
then you can wash it once.
Yeah.
Okay, point being, right? You did this whole thing a year in advance. You had your dresses, and it was a huge topic.
I was so worried that I chose the wrong dress.
Yeah. I knew what suit I wanted. Yeah, like a beigey light linen one. And I bought it, I think, 3 weeks before the wedding. A little bit in the hope that I could lose a little bit more weight. And then I really started panicking because I wasn't finding one that was fitting me, that was available. The shops had gotten rid of their summer collection already because we were approaching September. So that was not so smart of me. But I found a perfect suit in the end that I'm really happy with. That it's like now the most expensive suit I've ever owned.
Yeah.
But I think it's also one of those I'll just enjoy wearing it for forever and ever. But okay, so clothes was that, and I think in the end we were both sweating a lot. It was hot, but we kind of planned for it, right? And we'll get to the day and what we did, but there was some pool time involved that I think helped a lot, because otherwise it would have really just been too hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe just around the rest of the planning, right? So I was trying to figure it out. I think the hard part was figuring out who's going to come, who can share a tent, where are you going to put them?
Who gets a plus
Um,
one? Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
All
And
these
then
kinds of questions.
you're asking people to fly all the way to Africa. I would have thought more people would have said no, too far,
Yeah.
too expensive. Turns out everybody wants to go to a safari wedding. So everybody said yes that was flying internationally.
And you've got to understand, a lot of our international friends that came, it was their first time, for some of them, even being in Africa.
Yeah.
Like, let
Yeah.
alone being in Zambia.
Yeah.
So it was really a big thing for them.
Yeah. And then actually the local guests that were only coming across from Malawi, we had more cancellations from that side.
Yeah.
And worse planning.
Goodness.
Everyone else booked their accommodation half a year in advance. And here were some aunties and uncles that sorted their accommodation a week beforehand. And that was actually the only thing that made us nervous. Will everybody manage to get a spot? Because it's hard to get. We had, 70 guests in total?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you sleep 70 in the valley? Yeah, you book out more or less one lodge.
Yeah.
And then we could, of course, keep some family at our little camp. And then we kept a few more at wildlife camp.
You're overcomplicating things. You see, you said that they are the problem makers were the ones that are like from close by. You just tell them, pack a tent, make a plan.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
but
true.
There you go.
You
And if
need
you
to
don't
get them
plan
all
ahead-
aligned with the itinerary. And that was really the tricky thing.
Yeah, like
How do you get
Yeah.
everybody to be there at 10
Yeah.
so that you can do the ceremony before it gets too hot? And if somebody's booked all the way at the other end of the park, that's a bit tricky. But okay, all of that to say, the only stressful part of planning the wedding to me was, helping the guests figure out where to stay, what to do with the rest of their time, advise them a little bit. Okay, do you do Vic Falls? How do you do Vic Falls? Do you fly everywhere? Do you maybe fly to... And all of our guests made their own plans. They then some went to Tanzania, some went to Kenya, some went... So they all made a trip out of it.
We did try, for our Malawian listeners, we did also recommend Malawi as part of the trip. Like they would fly into Lilongwe and then maybe go to Luangwa National Park or Lake Malawi. But I think that in the end lots of them decided it would be too tricky because they'd have to rent a vehicle to drive over the border, which then would have been tricky. So easier that they just fly in, fly out.
Yeah, so in the end, almost everyone did fly in, fly out.
Yeah.
And the rest, what's good with the bush wedding, since all the guests are staying at lodges, the local lodges are taking care of food, drinks, etc., everything, activities. So actually, I can highly recommend a bush wedding. It's not that bad if you're the host, which is untypical for a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, we had to organize stuff like the benches, the pews, a local choir.
The little brief brochures that I wanted people to have on their beds when they entered their rooms with like the flowers, like those little details, But also
a little bit of decoration.
Yeah, a little bit of decoration.
Yeah, so that planned the food with my parents, organized the drinks, make sure we had enough drinks. And this is kind of the nice thing, right? Everybody pitched in a little bit. Yeah, so your parents pitched in with the big metal tub where we could put a bunch of drinks.
Thing in the world.
Yeah.
And
so
everybody helped out where they could, and it just made it so much better. But yeah, so to that point, like it was definitely, how can I say? It's funny because I think people would assume that we were all staying at the same lodge, but actually, as you know, we were all at different lodges. So Joschka and I...
You can't sleep 70 in the valley.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Joschka and I were obviously at our lodge with Joschka's parents, Joschka's family, and then like my dad and Cheryl and Beto and Emma as well. And then the bridesmaids and you and the others were like elsewhere, so we didn't.
Yeah.
What? Joschka's giving me a look.
Well, okay, no, I'm not giving you a look, but I'm trying to figure out where you want to go. Yes, all the guests at different lodges, we have that.
Yeah.
We're I hate to say, we're
And-
25 minutes, we haven't even talked wedding yet.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm getting to the wedding
No,
day.
well, wait. No.
So on the morning of the wedding, essentially.
No.
Okay, what am I missing?
One more thing that's super funny. Priest.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
the
that
priest.
was the other thing
That was the other thing.
huge amount of time, effort, etc.
Oh yes.
And it was so good to have him there. So Francesca's family kind of has like, I'm calling him the family priest.
Well, he's a bishop.
Yes,
of
he's
Malawi
now he's the Bishop of Malawi, Father Vincent, the real one. He
Bishop Vincent.
no, yeah. So he's been
He was
in
close
your
to
life.
my mum.
He was close to your mom. Did your confirmation.
He was very much there for me in like when I was grieving my mum.
Yeah.
Which I think that's when I got closest to him and really I found that he was able to really help me. So just the fact that he was even willing to travel all the way to, well, yeah, the neighboring country, but to the bush to marry us. And you got to understand, like with the Catholic Church, there's so much bureaucracy as well. It's not like a priest from the neighboring country can just go in and marry a couple
somewhere else. So there
somewhere
had to be
else.
permissions. We had to go through all the marriage counseling topics. And that was quite funny because there's, of course, many cultural differences as well.
Oh, yeah.
That he was concerned about. He was like, this is my first white people wedding. I don't know yet how to do this, what to expect. And it was really interesting. So we just spent a lot of time talking to him about it. But the one thing that I thought was particularly funny, because we wanted to get married out in the open, on the fire pit at the lodge.
Like not within a building.
Not within a building, not within a church. And he said, I don't know about that. You know, we need to first get some holy water and I don't bless the land, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right? And here in my head, I mean, little bit I was thinking, you know, if you can't find God, as a spiritual person, when you're looking out at the Luangwa Valley, then I can't help you either. Like if you think
Joschka's sort of
perspective,
poking fun
questioning
at
of it
bit.
and like poking fun of it. I think he really appreciated that.
But okay, so and also funny, and we'll, I suppose you've shared some pictures, right? He came in his full bishop gear, swagged out to the T's. He better dressed than anyone else there, my love. And it was so funny, and he did such a good job of making it lighthearted. And when I was kind of saying something too quiet, he said, "Oh, say it louder so the monkeys can hear." And it was so entertaining. But my favorite thing is the minute we were done with the ceremony, he was in his bathing shorts with a towel and a Fanta and went to the pool and spent the rest of the day there and said, "Now I'm on vacation."
I loved it.
I
It was
didn't
such
actually
a
recognize him
transition.
after the wedding. I don't think I even like. I might have seen him, but I didn't see him. Like after the wedding,
he
I
was-
was in the pool.
Bishop's gone.
Yeah, but it gave the whole thing, like, he knew how to commemorate the moment, right? And how to give it that gravitas
Not to
of...
feel too draconian as well. We didn't want
No,
to
it was
feel
the
too-
right mix
It was
of
the
lighthearted but
perfect
still...
mix. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, so that was the other thing that we had to organize, and he, of course, stayed with us, and that was super nice.
Which readings from which, like, book we wanted read, or from which of the saints. It was a whole...
It was a whole thing.
thing.
But, okay, that all fine and all good, but it was just entertaining, and in the end, like, I think you need it. I know friends of ours did it without a priest, and that fits to their views, of course. But I, as the not most Christian person in the room, I still enjoyed it. Yeah, I think it added the right thought to it, because you spend the year talking to him about it.
Like, it wasn't just like, oh, he came and married us. We literally spent the entire 12 months before having regular phone calls with him, chats with him, because that's what's supposed to happen. Is like the priest or bishop, or they're supposed to sort of mentor you or like counsel you, like as you're going into this new stage of life, being married to somebody. So it was a whole, lead up with all of these conversations where we end up laughing a lot at the end of our conversations with him, because he was, he had to say, so Cheska, can you promise me that you're not seeing any other men? You're not involved with any other men? And Joschka had to just like confirm the same thing, and then we also had to confirm that
I had no other wives.
So
it was entertaining.
No other wives.
So
but okay, so
yeah.
And
in
I
the
think
African world, like in the way things work out here,
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
why.
exactly his thing. He said,
yeah.
He says often an auntie will come to him and say, my daughter needs to marry this guy because he's messing around in another city somewhere. And
he has a wife in another village.
Yeah.
And he's not allowed. And like, yeah, he was just very blasé with us. He was like, yeah, it happens here, so I'm sorry. I've got to ask you these questions, because very often I've counselled couples that are about to get married where that is the case.
And mind you, he knows us, of course, also outside of this, right? So that's why he knew the answers, but it was part of the formality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I wanted to say, right, before we jump into the wedding day, there was, of course, the long-term planning, and there's like the dress a year ago, and then all of these different things, and then getting the friends there. And then it really was only the few days before where last little things had to be organized. Yeah, you had to... And a lot of it was a little bit hoping it all comes together. And I remember on the, like, I don't know, was it the last episode? The proposal one? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everything went wrong there, right? And I think what's kind of nice is for the wedding, everything went right.
Okay,
a little
except
bit.
there are some things which we'll get to. The choir. Remember we
No,
had
that was fantastic. It was so funny.
It worked out better than we'd planned, but it wasn't what we planned.
No, and I think this is a little bit. It worked out in a very African, go with the flow.
And genuinely could not have been more
I don't like the term bridezilla, but you're also the furthest thing from bridezilla.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it was really good, because we just went with all the twists and turns. Like, hey man, everybody pitched in.
Yeah.
It was so cool. So like, because we couldn't set up the pews the night before, because the elephants would have maybe trampled over them, and they weren't ours. We just borrowed them from a local church.
Not the elephants. We didn't borrow the elephants. We borrowed the benches.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, the elephants would have broken. Yeah.
But what I want to say is that the reason this was an issue is because where we were going to do the ceremony, that is literally in the elephant's daily path.
Yeah.
So basically the chances, that's why it would be risky to leave the benches there, because the elephants would have probably trampled them. However, it was also risky that we were getting married there, because...
No. See, okay.
Okay, not
and
risky, but
no,
it could have
because
been
no elephant
that they
will come
decided
to 70 people sitting there singing. Okay, but wait.
Yeah, that was...
You did have to include it.
What I thought was cool,
Yeah.
while you girls were getting ready on your side, me and the boys and Byron and everyone, everyone pitched in last minute in the morning, quickly set up the last few things.
We came down, but then you very quickly sent us
I
back.
know. But yeah, no, that was really cool. Yeah, that again, also everyone pitched in.
Yeah.
That was just nice.
Yeah.
And okay, one thing that I just want to say, because I think it's kind of funny. I had this vision in my head of what it would look like at that fire pit.
Yeah.
And so I hired a painter in Sri Lanka over Fiverr to do a little painting for the guest book of what I imagined it would look like. And in the end, it turned out exactly like that, down to the fact that we got elephants as visitors throughout the day.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool, because I've now got the wedding picture
really
of us walking down the aisle.
I don't think you've seen it, Annalise. We need to send
No,
a
of
picture.
course she
have
has,
not.
because we signed.
Was it in the guest book?
Of course
We
it was
only
in the
received
guest
it
book.
afterwards.
No, but I printed it in before.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but anyways, just to
Okay.
remind you.
Well,
So anyways, so the morning of the ceremony, us girls, and Anna, you know this because you were one of my bridesmaids, so we all got ready at Joschka's parents' tent, which is gorgeous. Imagine a 3-room tent with a gorgeous big balcony overlooking the lagoon. Joschka's mum had put sparkling wine cold for us, and you girls all showed up. Now, that was my point that I was leading up to when I said that we were all staying in different lodges. I actually had not seen... I saw you a week before, I think, to give you the dress.
Not even. It was like 3 days before.
3 days before, exactly. I think we planned to see each other more before the ceremony, but it just got too busy. So I got to see you, but I didn't see Robbie. I didn't see Misha. Wait, I saw Jodie because Jodie was staying at ours before. Yeah. But so that was what was so magical, was like suddenly the day is here and we're all getting ready and everybody arrives, and that's when you realize it's happening. And I cannot describe how happy I was when you all started playing that playlist that you put together for our getting ready together. And so, like, having all of my favorite people meet each other for the first time, having you meet Misha and Robbie and Jodie, it was just in my favorite place.
It was instant sparks between all of us, which was crazy. Like, it was just one of those things. And I'd messaged we'd all messaged each other beforehand. And I knew that you guys would get
on so well.
Yeah.
No. Oh, and then I cannot talk about this bit without talking about Emma, my gorgeous stepsister. Oh my god. Yes. So this is what's crazy, is that this is the first time I met her ever. Like, she lives all the way in Australia. So obviously we talked over the phone when I was with Dad and Cheryl and they were on a call with her, or when she was on holiday in Zambia and I was still in Germany, but I still had never actually met her. And I just fell in love with her. She's such a lovely girl.
And she ended up doing everyone's hair,
She ended up doing everyone's hair and makeup. And she's a nurse, so she's really used to, like, high-pressure situations. And she was just, like, perfect for helping us on the morning of.
She was just epic.
She did everyone's hair, everyone's makeup, and then she did it, and she, like, was happy to help. Like, genuinely, she reduced my stress.
I mean,
it was so lovely.
She was just a ball of sunshine that whole morning. I mean, everyone in that tent was, like, on another level of fun and, like, just bubbly. But Emma was just... I will say it 100 times over.
Contrast.
She is. Yeah?
You guys were over there throwing a party, and I'm just thinking back now. It was
we were in the party tent.
My brother, so Christian, and Richard. And might be worth noting, right, that Richard and Yana, who we've now mentioned at the podcast quite a few times, were staying with us already since, like, I think 2.5 weeks, something like that.
They were also very helpful to have there.
They were really helpful to have there, for me as well. But we just had 3 gin tonics.
Only 3?
Or 2. I think it was only 2 or 3. It wasn't that bad. But it was very calm vibes. We're just getting ready.
Yeah.
No music?
No music. Just
we had music
making sure everything's where it's meant to be. Yeah, we're just...
Yeah. And also Yana was with us. I forgot to mention that Yana was also getting ready with us. So I genuinely, that's what was nice, is that it wasn't just my bridesmaids that were there. It was also my good friends. And Nicole, amazing photographer. I genuinely,
if anyone needs a wedding photographer in Malawi, Zambia,
she's the one to call.
Yeah.
Nicole Carruthers.
She also was just great with, like, you didn't feel like you were being photographed. She was just like, just like basically floating around, getting pictures of us, like me burning your hair off. I don't know if you remember that, when there was, like, smoke coming.
Burning my hair was not the problem. Hold on, burning my hair was not the problem.
Wild cactus photography.
Yeah.
Cheska, you almost burnt my ear off. But anyways.
Oh yes, that's what it was. Sorry, there was a very arty picture that Wild Cactus Photography took.
It was
and
so
I was
pretty.
curling Annalise's hair, and there was some like mist coming up, but that was actually Annalise's hair and ear like, burning.
My
Not
ear
so
that
good.
was just singed. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but just briefly.
It was a full flame girl.
So that was the one thing that was really important to me because, shout out to my brother, he had the camera in Marburg, and maybe he was just too excited for us. I don't know, but 80% of the pictures he took were blurry, and that's kind of the.
Goodness.
As I'm the photo guy, I always. I've got a high standard of what I consider good photos, and so that was the one thing that I wanted for this wedding. Was really good photographer. Nicole did an amazing job.
Yeah. No,
So that
she
was great.
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
And then, and then that was the other thing, is we'd been planning, and I think this was all Annalise's idea, to get Byron to do a first look. So the plan was that I don't know if anybody listening has ever seen those Instagram videos where a couple
best
that's
mate
married does the first look,
Yeah.
and it's your best mate, or like
Yeah.
someone dressed in a wedding dress, and they turn around. So we planned that, for Byron.
and I genuinely thought it would be Cheska. Like I knew that.
Like, we did it so well. I am so proud of how you guys planned it, because this is how... So, I was really stressed, right? Because I just knew that Joschka would flip his lid if suddenly... Because we planned it to a T. We were like, okay, first look is going to be when you walk down the aisle. Like, that's when it's going to be the first look. But then suddenly, like, to have you be told, okay, no, actually, Cheska wants you to have a look now, she's really nervous. I thought you were just going to be like, no, just tell her, go back, it's fine.
I thought you were just nerves and jitters and la, and so I figured, okay.
But that sounds believable as well.
It sounds
so
really
that's why it
believable.
worked.
If you know Cheska, this is 100% accurate.
So I need to shout out to Loon, shout out to Elena, shout out to you, Anna, and you guys for making it work, because I remember that morning Elena walked in and like you guys had I mean, you, Annalise, you made a bloody veil for him. It was prettier than mine.
I did.
And I think you also tailored his dress or something. You organized his shoes. He had heels.
Yeah.
Man was like dressed up to the nines.
Ready. Man was... Oh, no. So...
And it was so nice to be able to just ask Elena to go and like deal with that while I was getting ready. And she was like, yeah, that's great. And she just happily went off and like made it happen better than...
And I mean,
so,
I'm
like...
quite German.
Yeah. I was just going to say...
I wouldn't have figured...
For the planning side of this, like...
Yeah.
It went back months. Like, we basically planned this as half as long as we planned the wedding, okay? Because I sent a video to Francesca, and I was like, if you're down, you don't have to do any of the heavy lifting, but just tell me you're down for this, because I will make it happen. And
I just wanted to see Byron in a dress. I was just like...
that was my goal as well. That was my end goal.
And you see, if I had known beforehand, I don't know if I would have been down for it.
He was so down. He was like, oh yes, get me some. He was so excited because we had a whole group chat, and he was so excited. He was like, oh, I can wear these heels. He was beyond excited. Like I swear you guys even showed up with fake lashes for him, and he was down for it.
He was wearing the dress 3 days before the wedding. Like, he was like, I am ready.
Can we please post the pictures of Joschka holding him?
I have an image of him running from the veranda at his house to his bedroom, and you just see him holding up, like, you know how you do that typical princess run? He's holding up parts of the front of his dress, and he's just trotting away, and you just see the flap of the back of the dress going pa 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 pa, and you see his girlfriend running behind him. I'm just like, oh my word, what is this life?
Man just wanted to wear a dress and feel like a princess for a bit, you know?
Yes,
like,
he
did. Even literally said to me, he was like, girl, if it makes you feel better, I can keep the dress on all day. Like, whatever you want, you say the word, I'm there. But let's just note to self, let's post the pictures of Joschka cradling him on our Instagram profile.
Yeah.
All right.
And this is how we'll
Yeah,
find out if
okay.
he follows us or not. Byron, you have
Yeah.
1 week to object. If you do not listen to our podcast, we
If you do
will
not listen
post
to this,
these
it's
in
too
a
late.
week.
This is your
What,
chance.
you have 7
But to be
days.
fair,
You
I
have
think
7 days.
I think he's quite
Okay.
excited to have
I'm gonna
his pictures.
get you girls to move on though.
Okay, yeah. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Essentially, that's what happened.
Well,
And
let
now-
me add the one little bit
Oh yeah.
where if you told me beforehand, I think I would have said no because
Yeah.
not really normally my sense of humor, but
Uh-huh.
I know that.
admittedly,
That's why I was so stressed.
well, yeah, but in hindsight or like in the moment, it was really good because it kind of like made the whole thing less serious, right? Like I was saying, you girls were clearly throwing a party already, so different story. We were just, nervously going through the last few things that needed to be done.
Were
so
you
it was-
feeling nervous?
A little bit. Or like, when everything was done, it was just anticipation now,
Yeah.
right? And so it was really good to like just break the tension.
Yeah.
To see Byron in a dress.
It's
Gor-
just the
gor-
medicine
I mean,
you needed.
Gorgeous girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. With them sexy
No,
legs
but-
sticking out the side,
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yes.
But we haven't even. So I'm gonna move us along
Yes. So now we get to
relatively
the ceremony
quickly
part.
now. So
Yeah.
Maybe I should start. So Victor came with the Land Cruiser to pick us up from the tent where we were getting ready. And I still remember, Annalise, you were holding my veil as we got onto the car. And listeners, this was like an open safari vehicle, so it was the coolest way to be brought to my ceremony. So yeah, all of us bridesmaids were in the car, and I remember I was really nervous, and I can't. It's so funny because Misha, Robbie, Jody, you, but I think you were on the same level of serious as me, but the rest of the girls were just like they're super funny. They can just be goofballs sometimes, and I just remember like I was like, guys. I just remember just being really stressed. But then it was nice because my dad was there, and we parked behind like a bush, just in front of the place where I would walk up the aisle. So
and
then the girls walked up before me.
Oh, that was
which was
quite
really
funny.
Wait, and also I just need to say that the choir, beautiful choir.
Oh, yeah.
But it was really funny because we'd sort of thought that we'd had an agreement where they would sing the songs that we'd sort of chosen, that we would practice it together. Anyways, we arrive and it's a beautiful song. It's a local choir song. I think they were singing a local marriage song. And it was really funny because the day before, Jodie and I had gone over what pace we should walk down the aisle. And Jodie was leading the way, and it was just really funny because she had such a cute bop
rhythm
her
to
step.
Yeah.
So there's pictures of her and you looking so happy, and then Robbie and Misha I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
So we arrive, and I think before I arrived, you had to give a little safety briefing to everybody, Joschka.
No, I said no phones.
You also said that if the elephants come, we might have to get up and move.
Okay, yeah, fine, maybe.
Yeah.
But I still strongly hold the belief that no elephant will come to a place where 60 people are sitting.
No.
Yeah, but you did.
I also have that
I've got
belief.
to say though, a lot of our guests, for them, what was so surreal, for them being at a Zambian wedding in Zambia for the first time in their lives, it was very surreal to have the groom basically have to say, right guys, so this is elephant territory.
Possibility. Yeah.
We do have to be prepared that it is a possibility, because we can't, I mean, you never know, right? He also had to say, please be careful where you step, because we've been coming across a lot of snakes, as we talked about in our Snakes Don't Knock episode.
Yeah.
So I think for them it was just quite cool, because the possibility of it was very much
I
there.
forgot about that part, to be fair.
You're welcome, I remembered.
Even though you weren't there yet.
I heard about it.
You heard
The
about
things
it.
that the guests remember.
Well, it's funny what guests remember versus what you remember, right?
So we start walking
Yeah.
down, and then the choir is just going on. And then every time we think that they're going to be finished, they continue on a new verse. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
But it was lovely. It was beautiful,
It was,
beautiful.
yeah. And they sang
What was kind
so
of funny
pretty.
is...
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
You were beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And mind you, all of it worked out the way I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
The way we wanted it to be. So, it was all really lovely.
Did you cry? Did
No,
you shed a tear?
No, but I did catch myself.
I know.
Because I said, if I cry now, I'm going to be bawling. Or I just pull it together.
Just pull. It's okay.
We
would have all cried with you.
Yeah.
He was already sweating beads, though. There's a picture of Luan, like, dabbing him down. But there is one picture where you can see his eyes are looking a little bit prickly.
You're still mad that I didn't cry.
No, I'm not. I could definitely see it in your eyes that you were like, wow.
No.
So yeah, it was really sweet because my dad, like, said he wanted to say something special to Joschka as he, like, handed me over. And that was really sweet. And then, yeah, as we said, Bishop Vincent just made the ceremony.
He made the whole thing really funny.
Yeah,
we had a few songs in between. It was boiling hot, right? So I think everyone was quite happy that we wrapped it up relatively quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't a long.
And okay.
I love you. I love you. It just went on.
That's true. That's how it was.
But then it was okay. Then. Yeah, obviously say yes. Read each other the vows.
Yes.
Hold up a certificate yet again. We have lots of certificates now, proving
You
that
guys
we are both
married. Very much
married.
Yes.
Even on paper.
On
I think
triple
it was
paper.
quite funny because there was a point where he was going to wrap up the ceremony, and I looked at him. I was like, no. Because I wanted, I had you and Jodie doing the Bible verse readings, and then Misha and Robbie reading a poem, and I think you forgot about the poem, and I was like, wait, the poem used to happen, and then that poem happened.
One thing though, right?
Yeah.
Just a little bit here. I think you need people at weddings that tell people constantly to put their phone away, because it was ridiculous. And I get that everybody wants to take pictures and so on, and but in the end, the pictures of us walking down the aisle, in the background, you have a bunch of some relatives with their phones out, where you're like, guys.
But it's funny because it was none of the, like, friend guests. It was Joschka's dad. It was my uncles.
Yeah.
So unashamed, just like...
Yes.
But also, to be fair, Joschka's sister was... she couldn't be there in person, so Joschka's dad was videoing it. So that she could also... he was on a video call with her, so that she could be a part of it.
Okay, but in the end, all fine, right? But I find it funny that this seems to be like a wedding phenomenon, right? Where even after you say, please no, we've got a photographer who's getting a bunch of money to do lovely photos and capture it for everyone, and everyone's like, oh no, my phone can do a better job, and it can't.
It
right?
cannot.
Definitely not. But no, then...
And we got these really beautiful petals, like wildflower petals, that ended up down my dress.
Okay.
Yes.
But we're gonna move on because little do you know, Annalise, today we need to leave a little bit earlier because I need to drive Cheska across town.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
To go see a friend. Another Anna. Okay, but so, what was
got a friend coming over,
what do you do with guests all day when it's boiling hot?
Yeah.
Right? You get them at 10 a.m. and you need to somehow get it busy till dinner. And so what we said is, we'll just do little snacks, and then otherwise enjoy by the pool, have some drinks.
Yeah.
If people want to go back to their camp, take a nap, they can do that. And then we'll do sundowners at a different lodge. And this was really kind of important because it meant we only had to take care of snacks, drinks, small things, and my parents could focus on being at the wedding, and our friends, the Rosestratens from Isandila, could in the background take care of making sure that dinner was ready, that was all set up. And that was, in the end, what kind of did it perfectly.
That food was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their food and Sandile, so good.
Yeah.
I ate the whole hippo that they put in my soup. I ate that whole hippo.
Robbie thought that it was...
Wait. 1 second. For the listeners, they didn't eat hippo. They ate dough shaped like hippos. Set in a soup. It looked really cute.
It did.
And it tasted really yummy. And it was banana soup.
It was really, really
good.
It doesn't sound good, but really it tasted amazing.
Yeah.
About the elephants. That's one thing that we were quite worried about. Well, I was quite worried about. Joschka
I was not worried about this.
But it was really amazing because right after the ceremony, it was almost like they came as we ordered them. Yeah. Everybody's in the pool in a safe place, snacking, drinking. And that's when the elephants decided to make an appearance. And it was just, they literally walked over where we did the wedding ceremony, and we could see them, and I think that was a highlight for me.
Yeah. No, and it's one of those, like, you wish for it, right? And, I mean, it's the same, anytime you go on a game drive, you wish for something. But in the end, you're lucky if you get to have it. And
you don't want to tempt fate too much. But then
genuinely have elephants on our wedding day at the lunch?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were just so perfectly
and
timed.
then...
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
And then we after chilling in the pool, we drove over to Misandile. That was also fun because we had the wedding party with us, so like you bridesmaids.
And we had to organize all the convoys to get everybody across.
Because we had to get everybody across the river. For those that don't know, you have a.
I felt sorry for Victor having to do all the planning of this of this chaos. He was just like, okay. Joschka was just throwing things out there, plans and ideas. So was Peter, and then you just saw Victor in the background. Yeah. Just like, so are you taking in all of this? Because even I got lost halfway through this.
You do that so well. He is literally like, yeah. But he made it happen.
Yeah.
Like it.
No, he's good.
He's
great. He's brilliant.
What was nice was that before the evening, Joschka and I, so we dropped off you guys, like the bridesmaids and Joschka's groomsmen, at the evening ceremony location, and then Nicole jumped in the car with us, and we got to go off and take some pictures in the park, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And it was also just nice to have some time to ourselves and just to like recharge and decompress a little bit.
Yeah.
And those are really gorgeous pictures. So I was very happy.
It's a little bit funny as well.
Yeah.
Because it was just us, a guide, and the photographer.
Yeah.
And we just popped off a little bit into one of the open plains. And then took a few pictures, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was a really nice break. Because you kind of also needed it in the middle, because of course everyone's there and it's hot. And normally when you're in the bush, you manage to catch a break somewhere. But when it's your wedding day, you don't.
Yeah. So, I mean... Yeah, then the evening started. I must say... It was really... Yeah?
I was going to say, for someone who didn't drink for months before this, so I stopped drinking in March. The wedding was, September?
Oh, yes, yeah.
I remember I had, I think, a glass and a half of champagne, and I started feeling all the bubbles.
Yeah.
All the bubbles went to my head. I even had to start handing it off to people.
So bad.
And I
felt so bad because literally after you and I had discussed that you're not, you literally were like, you're not drinking, and that I literally, when we were getting ready, I handed you a glass of freaking champagne, and I remember thinking, I'm going to get her an alcohol-free so that she can be part of it. So I'm sorry for that, but I'm very glad that you felt the bubbles.
It was actually quite fun because I was like, oh, this is fizzy. This is going great, you guys. This is a great wedding. You just don't know. and I became such a cheap date.
Yeah.
You didn't. Previous Annalise would have had to get a couple of drinks in for me to get to feeling the way I was feeling that day. Because, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I was ready for a dance party. I was ready for
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It wasn't the champagne. It was just all the love and energy.
No, Joschka,
No,
don't spoil. Don't burst my bubble now. I'm not cheap. That's what it is.
But the other thing that I've been, as kind of the bride and groom, after the ceremony, there was a bunch of photos. Then there was our own photos. Then we got to sundowners, and it was another round of photos. It's a lot of photos. And in the end, I mean, but I think you need to kind of plan in or mentally prepare for the fact that really, beside the ceremony, I didn't eat anything at lunch.
I never ate anything.
No,
dinner,
exactly.
Not at the Marburg wedding. Somehow I just completely skipped on dinner.
Nice.
So yeah, it seems to happen. Like that's something you need to do is just remind yourself to eat.
Well, no, you bridesmaids and groomsmen are supposed to help you stay on track.
Yeah, so mine did on the wedding in
okay.
Luangwa, but I didn't have any bridesmaids and groomsmen.
No, that's true.
Marburg.
No, but it's okay. So then, sundowners, and that was lovely, and you can't beat an African sunset, right? Can't beat it if you're all dressed for a wedding. And then what was kind of funny is there's this local art troupe or dance troupe, and they do, or theater production really, and they do a really funny skit, you know, obviously targeted at your local tourists, but they imitate all the different animals, everything you see on a game drive, and even the guests in the game drive vehicle, they managed to poke fun at. And they did a really nice theater performance.
Oh no, they're phenomenal. They are just phenomenal.
Do you know what they're called?
Seka. The Seka drama something. Drama club, I guess.
We need to find that out. But
yeah.
So they were organized as a surprise for us.
Yeah,
and
we
it
didn't
was
know
really
that
nice.
they'd be performing, and it was crazy because I was sitting in the front with Joschka's mom, like the front row, and when the actor that was playing, I don't know, a warthog, he'd like scurry up to you, and like his facial expressions, like they really embodied the entire animal, and it was so like it just was so captivating watching them, and I loved that. Like I could have sat for hours just watching them dance and talk, and the storyline made sense.
Really
I learned a lot from it. And then we went up to dance after, and I'm not a dancer, and I can't shake my booty the way I wish I could. And Zambian, like local Zambian dancers are amazing dancers, and I was thinking I can't go there and try to dance like they are because I'm just going to embarrass myself. But obviously I went up. I looked at you girls and Emma, and I was like, I'll go up if you go up. So we all got up, and it's really funny because there's videos of us like dancing, and I didn't realize that my train was probably tripping people up, but it was really sweet because one of the men, like one of the dancers, was holding my train for me. And there's my uncle Paolo just like shaking his booty, and all it's like some of our more older guests also like dancing, and it was a really perfect way to be able to celebrate like almost close of the evening.
No,
we also had a bit of a dance party at the
there was a dance party later as well, and there was there was dinner, of course, a few speeches. One thing that I think we did really well is we wrote a personal letter handwritten to every guest. We stole this from a friend's wedding.
I am
They did this for their wedding.
I am still grumpy at you for making me cry as much as I did. Oh my goodness!
And that was I personally really enjoyed that.
There was no warning.
Half the wedding party was briefly in tears.
Yeah, it's really funny because like suddenly people would just be like coming over like, Francesca, oh my god, those words, I don't know what to say, thank you. And I think it was I think genuinely one of the best wedding things you can do.
Yeah. And I think admittedly both of our weddings we were very overwhelmed with how great our friends are.
Yeah.
And our family.
So we basically meant everything, every word that we wrote in those letters. We meant every bit of that. So it was important that we were able to express that to our guests. I gave a very emotional speech. Well, actually, no, I didn't give an emotional speech.
Your dad,
Your dad did. Your
because I'm
dad
a very
led
nervous
one on
public
us.
speaker, but yeah,
Yeah.
Dad did, and oh my god, like I was just trying so hard not to cry, and it was also hard because I could tell he was also not wanting to burst into tears, but I could just tell he was like, he just really wanted to mention my mom and like bring her into the evening, and I think it was it Misha? She said when my dad was reading the speech and he mentioned my mom, she suddenly felt like my mum was there. I don't know, she said something with the lighting, she just suddenly felt elated. I don't know what it was, and obviously very emotional, but I really love my dad for deciding to talk about my mum, because I was almost it's a funny one, like I was thinking I would love to include my mom in some way that doesn't make people feel too sad.
Which was on the bouquet as well.
I had her on my bouquet, so my auntie Jenny bought a little passport-sized photo of her, so that I could basically hold her in my arms in my bouquet as I was walking down the aisle with Dad. And then I also didn't think I could talk about her in my speech because I just didn't want to cry. So I'm really glad that my dad did that for me, basically to remind me that I don't know, just everything that he said was just absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And my dad's not a big speech giver either. He's not a big public speaker either. So for him to have delivered that was really, really, really quite something. Yeah.
No. And then
I remember my mom and I crying in that one corner. We gave in. We
oh my god!
After the letter, and then your dad
crying.
We were both blubbering, like just couldn't keep it in. These Lasocos.
I think we really did it for everyone at the end.
These Lasocos will break our hearts. Like this is.
They'll be the end of us.
They will be.
No, but
yeah.
Like looking back at it, right? So I think kind of more or less covered everything now. Yeah, I think what was kind of cool.
It was a beautiful day.
I would have figured in our like we mentioned it with the proposal already. Like it's always a special place for us, and so to have the opportunity to actually do a bush wedding, privileged as hell already, but to have it be this easy. Was actually kind of the crazy thing.
That was the crazy part.
Yeah.
To be able to give guests a safari experience, to be able to have friends that wanted to pay that much to come and celebrate with us.
And take that much time.
Take that much time out of their own personal lives. It really was. And also, everybody just got on so well with each other, and I think that's the best thing when you're hosting an event. You don't want to always have to feel like you've got to entertain.
Everybody had a great time.
Entertain themselves with each other because they all got on with each other, you know.
Yeah.
No.
And then we danced with the bartenders and things at Misandile as everyone was leaving.
End,
Misha, I think you as well. Robbie got the speakers out, and we just started dancing, and it was lots of fun.
And and that's the other thing. In planning, like there's so many like things you're not certain of. So one thing that we said is probably no dancing, because how do you do that safe and secure without anybody getting accidents, drunk, walking into a hedge and bumping into an elephant?
Problems.
Yeah.
Right? So we were really like quite cautious in all of our planning, and in the end, don't get me wrong, I mean down to tiny little details like the photo and the bouquet, there was so much planning around everything.
Yeah.
But absolutely worth it. Was such a good time. And I'm really happy we did it
The next day was also pretty solid though, because we ended it with a sundowner where all the people from the different lodges, we agreed to meet up at the same place where Joschka proposed to me. And we're all there just drinking, and suddenly we're all just climbing back into the vehicles with our, open drinks and our glasses of wine and everything, because there was there were lions hunting a warthog. And so,
a bit gruesome, right? You're celebrating a wedding. Everybody's got a gin tonic in hand. Then everybody scrambles back into the vehicle. And then, I mean, it's a bizarre image, right?
Yeah.
The whole wedding party with a gin tonic in hand, watching a warthog being eaten.
Literally, we were there with our entire, all of our wedding guests and everything, just in each of our separate safari vehicles watching this kill. It was very sad to see, I'm going to be very honest. Yes, I grew up in the bush, but I still feel very sad when I see these things.
Lion kills aren't nice.
No.
Yeah, they're not
Lions
efficient.
don't kill nicely.
No.
Joschka,
Well, I mean, I think that statement's got a few faults, just by the way.
No, but
kind of
a leopard, kills an
nice.
impala clean.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it's
when a
still,
leopard.
a nice kill.
a life
is when
is
it's fast.
still ending. Just by the way.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true.
but now let's be honest. It's the wilderness. It's part of the circle of life, as we all know from the Lion King.
Yeah.
Right. But
Lion King.
that's where we all know it from.
To be fair, it's not as bad as wild dogs, but
exactly.
it was still gruesome.
So leopard, quick and easy.
Yeah.
They always get it right in the neck, and within a few seconds, it's over.
Yeah.
Wild dogs, horrific. They pull that animal apart alive.
Yeah.
But also
that's-
very quickly, just by the way.
Also quickly at least, right? And so exactly, I agree with you.
Blink and it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the impala doesn't know it's
still
digit.
imagine
It's like,
horrific.
oh, I'm still alive. I'm still running for my life. Oh no, I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and then they have
Yeah.
lions, however, I think are really the worst because they'll just start eating irrespective of if the warthog is dead or not. And that warthog suffered for quite a little bit of time, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I was with Joschka's aunt in the back of our car. We just kept looking at each other and tearing up. She's such a sweet lady. She's also very much an animal lover. And we were just looking at each other like, it's okay. It's okay.
yeah, of course, because really, bit tough to watch.
But it was funny because we're in our car and then I just look over and there's this one car with Tortlo, Misha, Jacinta, Ruben, and my two crazy uncles and my aunt. And like, they're just there like, obviously not phased at all. And just such a contrast, but it's just really, really funny. And then our car's battery died.
Oh yeah, true, then we couldn't get away, but that's all part of safari. And I think maybe the other cool thing, so yeah, we got elephants during the day, and we got a kill at the sundowners. I mean, quite crazy.
We really couldn't
But
have
okay.
asked for more.
No, yeah, that it all worked out the way we wanted it to.
Yeah.
Well, it was absolutely awesome. So I recommend to anyone, if you ever have the chance to either attend or get married in the bush, do it.
Do it.
Definitely do it. Yeah.
No, it
Helps
was,
if your
it was
parents
such
have
an
just
epic
started a
time.
camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, all good.
All good.
So when are you getting married?
When are you finding me a husband, Joschka?
Sorry?
Arrange marriage me.
Arranged marriage.
Turn this table.
Arranged marriage.
Figure out how difficult it is to find a man, okay? This is not your task. You have 1 year. Figure it out. I am no longer answering those questions.
We're gonna find people in Chipata. Don't worry.
I don't know what you're
Arranged
planning.
marriage in
I wanted
Chipata,
to-
very possible.
So it's quite just something I remember mentioning or wanting to mention. But like when we were thinking of what music we wanted the choir to sing, I actually wanted a traditional Zambian song to be sung called Uwinga, which is basically like a traditional wedding ceremony song. And
Thank you. Good contribution.
I wanted that, but we didn't have it. So we therefore had like.
I'm here trying to wrap it up, and you're going back to the song
Yeah,
at the beginning of the ceremony. Girl.
I mean, I can take it back even further. The two things I'm most proud of at that wedding that I helped arrange
Yeah.
was one,
Yeah.
the playlist, all the girls backed me on this.
Yeah.
Including Beto. I was like, everyone that's important to Cheska on that bridal group. I made another group that just excluded Cheska. And I was like, y'all just give me...
Yeah.
Send me music. That's all I want you to do. And then, I don't know, I think a few of them messaged me back and they were like, you could just add us to the playlist and then we just add our songs. So if any one of you are going to be a bridesmaid anytime soon, I highly recommend this. You make a playlist with all the most important people in her life and you ask them to also add songs, but it has to be songs that the both of you connect with. So like with me and Cheska, I added all the songs that I know that we've had like road trip, blaring it out. Joschka leaving the room because we've become too much into our Hannah Montana. Like, I even remember the last, like, I think it was one of the last songs was Best of Both Worlds by Hannah Montana. And I was like,
my God.
Yes. That was me.
I think Victor, that was when we were supposed to leave, and Victor was like, okay, ladies. But by the way, it was a brilliant idea, so I can only second Annalise. If you're ever wanting to surprise your bride and you're a bridesmaid, definitely do that.
Playlist, hard way to go.
Yeah.
It starts the day so epic. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one is dress up one of your guy friends in a wedding dress. Just by the way.
That's definitely something you should do as well.
Yes.
I have a feeling like today we've got more of a delay. I never hear when you start talking, and that's why we keep talking over each other. I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah, there is a bit of a delay.
But
I have noticed.
On an unrelated note, have you read Drunk of the Bushveld?
This is my dad's favorite book.
No, but...
Joschka?
Annalise.
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Who hasn't?
Well, okay. Yeah, okay. And I'm just seeing it because it's next to me in the shelf
I have my
here.
childhood copy here.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Need to read that one again.
What?
It's
Isn't
this
it a
time
bit?
of the year. What?
Like raining, pouring?
I don't know yet.
Or just a little
started.
drizzle?
It just started, okay?
Climate
I don't want to
change,
scare
guys,
it.
Climate change. I won't be surprised if it starts snowing here, to be fair. So sad.
Mind you, it is cold again.
Climate
and it was meant
change
to be
is
warm.
a thing. Sorry.
Okay.
And on that happy note, we're going to wrap up
Yeah.
before we find the next topic.
Okay, yes,
Before
thank
we
you. I think
hear
it's
Francesca
definitely a
murder
good time.
Joschka over the phone. Yeah.
Right. Well then.
Right. Well,
What's up next?
Joschka, thank you so much for being on the pod with us again. We really
Thanks
do
for having me
appreciate it.
again.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Up next, I was thinking we do a predator that gets photographed a lot here.
Oh yay.
I think we go for
leopard.
something a little rosette-ish. Yes.
Yes, that'll be awesome. Love it.
So, for those of you who don't know, Luangwa, South Luangwa, is known as Valley of the Leopard. So, stick around for next week to find out why.
Yes. Oh, that will be an awesome one. We have lots of pictures for that.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
we do.
Because that's
Almost
what matters
too
to
many.
the listeners.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Have a lovely time.
You as well. Enjoy
Thanks
the
for
rest
having
of
me.
your evening. Love you guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Love you. Bye.